Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 19 of our FTB Skies Let's Play series. Where today we're taking care of some base maintenance, some things that we've been running into, some issues and stuff, automating a few things that we've been needing to take care of, and hopefully trying to get our mob farms going. Spoiler alert: it ain't going. So let's get going. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of TheAndrata, or rather nighttime, I guess. Where today, we've got the stuff and we've got the things, as is always the case. In between episodes, I don't think I did too much. TBH, I recorded yesterday, but I can't remember what I did. Other than AFK. I AFK'd for a while and just let things run and let things process. You can tell how long I AFK by how long my sugarcane is. It's kind of sort of my clock for AFKing, really, is how that works. My sugarcane's my timer for my AFK-ness. Anyway, and we have 128 more buckets of lava there. Nice. And we're full. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I AFK'd for a little while just to let things build up in our system. I went ahead and upgraded all of these guys since we had so much copper. Since we're processing copper, I went ahead and added an extra copper upgrade to everything so that way we get a nice back stuff. I don't know why we still only have 1,000 sand. What is going on with sand again? This should be set. This should be round robining. So we should have sand going into this. And it should be able to hold over 1,000 sand. Or did I set this up funky? Where, nope, you're glass, over 2,048 glass. And glass, we have 3,500. So that's not using sand. Where else is sand utilized? Is there, oh, you know what? There's another, it's inside of here. It's in my create processing, right? Because sand is utilized between both of the sand processing here. Yeah, okay. So sand we won't ever get over 1,000 of. I could probably figure out a way to speed up the sand processing so that we can. But for now, I think that we'll be okay. Anyway, a couple things I want to work on today, some maintenance things that I'd like to take care of, and maybe we'll continue pushing our mob factory that we were working on setting up over in that plains biome. But before we begin, a couple things I want to do. First things first, I need food. I got 10 berries left. For some reason, I AFK'd inside my compact machine because no mobs are going to spawn. It's generally safe. And I ended up having a villager spawn in here. Don't know why, but he did. I also ended up with like 0 hearts, so something must have happened. I don't know. But a bee also spawned. I got a superstitious hat, an element source, and a starbuncle wheel from, or it looks like 2 bees because I actually took out the one because one of the bees was ended up underground. So bees spawned in. So I got those things. And then there were a couple, oh, I want that wheat. There were a couple, what are those dudes? Zombie piglins that had wandered into my base. So I had gotten and killed them too, which is where this miniature red heart came from. But again, I need food, right? I've been using berries for my food, and I don't have berries. I'm not sieving dirt anymore or anything like that. So I need to get that taken care of. And I think a phytogenic insulator is going to be the way to go. Just throw some wheat in there, and then I can get some toast. Toast isn't in here, so just bread. Just cook up some bread. It's just some wheat. Really not that complicated of a recipe. I can even, let's see, if I make dough. Nah, I don't even need to go that route. Like, it's literally just 3 wheat to a bread, and we're good. And bread's a decent food, especially since it's automated. Like, it'll just sit in here and feed me. If I was, having to manually eat or something, I'd probably want to figure out something that gives me more saturation and fills up more hunger. But since it's automated, I don't need to really worry about it. It'll just do it for me. I just need something that I can get a lot of. It was mentioned in the comments, and I apologize. I don't remember who it was. It was a little while ago when I set up the phytogenic insulators in the first place, that Thermal has the cyclic processing upgrade. Pretty simple to make, just need some plates. So I taught our multi-servo press how to do those, and we already had everything else ready to go. But it allows products to be transferred to the input after it is created. So I want to test that out. And I'm probably going to actually make a couple of these if this works. Because right now, like we have water being exported into our phytogenic insulator because it requires water. But we also have to have like the seeds that we want processing pushed into here. And if the cyclic processor makes it so that I don't have to, I don't need these to be like, they don't need to be that fast. If I can do this and just put one, you know what, let's turn you off. If I can just have one in here and let it process with just one, that would be ideal, right? Because then I don't have to worry about having anything else. So ideally, what we see happen is the seed just stays, and it does. Perfect. So now we're just getting the flax in there. So the cyclic processing is great. It allows me to free up a side for our machines and everything. So I like that. That works great. And we're going to end up getting some exporters back. So I want to get 2 more of these because I have the other phytogenic insulator over there. Plus, I'm going to have this one from this machine. Let's go ahead and get ourselves. Let me kick that off again. Well, I'm going to actually have to do this and then request everything again. And then I'll work on getting some upgrades from thermal, right? Let's go ahead and get, at this point, we can just go ahead and upgrade all 3 of those to resonant. I don't see why that would be a big deal. Nothing there is like ridiculously expensive. And are you upgraded with flux linkages? Nope. Let's get the wood going. So we'll get 4, but only 3 of these because I have one chilling with me right now. And cyclic processing. It must have used those for something else, or am I just slow in waiting on signalum? Yeah, we're just waiting on the signalum. Okay, let's get another cyclic processing. All right, we'll let it do its thing. We're being too fast, I guess. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get rid of this exporter, though. We will get some power run down here, and then we can go ahead and honestly, we're going to end up moving this. I want to automate the inscriber. So we'll just move this over here. Get this exporter. That importer's fine to stay there. It'll import later. We have an importer set up here. This one is the one that's configured. You can tell because it's got stuff on it. So we can go ahead and set this up here. We are going to go ahead and get the importer put in on the back. Importer, back. Exporter, top. Cably, there. And you know what? What am I doing? I don't even need that cable. This is all bridged. Honestly, we don't even need that cable. That's bridged together there. As long as we have one, then we're good. And we can actually just go ahead and put the cable there. It's a little bit more clean. Okay. So there we go. So that's that. So what we're going to do is we're going to input fluids and we're going to say water, go back in. So now it'll export water into this. Yes. Yes. Okay. Water is going in. It's got its cyclic thing, and bada bing, bada boom. That is going to run the flax seeds again and get us flax. And to be honest, I mean, honestly, at this point, we don't really even need the flax. Like, we have 13,000 string available to us, and the reason that we get flax is for string. I don't think this has any other use for us, other than making string. Composting, but okay. So I think we can just cut flax off. We don't need flax being produced anymore, which I guess means we didn't need that extra phytogenic insulator. But that's okay. But that frees up a space over here for us to do other things. And I end up with an extra resonant thingy. Not that that's big of a deal. That's TheAndrata can't talk apparently today. It's not that big of a deal to end up with an extra one of those. There we go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the tree there. That takes care of that. So now that's going to cyclic process, and it's going to be faster. Not really terribly too much faster, but it is. We'll go ahead and I like to make that cleaner. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we can put wheat seeds. Now, the wheat seeds are going to produce wheat and wheat seeds. However, is it going to make seeds and then just dump the seeds, or are all the seeds just going to end up back in here? So we only end up with getting wheat. I think that's going to be the case. We only end up with wheat. So let's go ahead and add wheat to a drawer. Go ahead and grab all of the wheat out of our system. Yes, I know. I'm just taking the wheat that already was out, but now it'll start going into here instead of going into, the refined thing. So we can go ahead and do that, put that away. Exporter can go away. Flux linkages can go away. And we have wheat. So now what we can do is teach the system how to make bread. Doing pretty good. I keep checking to make sure that we're not overstuffing on our system and everything, and we're doing okay. So let's do bread. That works. And Starting to run out. No, okay. I was going to say, we're running out of room in here. Nah, we're okay. Bread, 64. We're missing some wheat. How could we solve that problem? Time in a bottle probably could, but as we know, we have a power issue over here. So I don't think we're going to be able to go too crazy with this. Yeah, look, there we go. We're draining power faster than it's able to input, but it'll get us more bread. How many can you craft? 10? Can you craft 20? Can you craft 32? No. Okay. I mean, you probably honestly could now. Honestly, I don't know why I'm even caring. Like, it's not that big of a deal for me to just get 24 bread and then this will just run. And we ran out of water anyway, so that's okay. All right, cool. That being done, that freed up 2 spots here for us to go ahead and work on setting up our inscriber, because another thing that I was working on getting was our network receiver, transmitter, card, and all that hoodad for our mob farms, and I ran out of printed silicone. So I want to see how hard is that going to be to automate? It's not going to be a big deal, right? It should be pretty simple with refined here. Forget you. I said forget you. Get rid of those. Put that there. Food goes there. Memory there. There. Now bread will be in the system, and we don't have to worry about it. Cool. And we have 3 levels, so we might as well just drop them off. Store all. Okay. Okay, so inscriber is the next thing that I'd like to automate, and I'd like to see sightedness. How is this going to work? Because as we saw here, I thought that this was supposed to have sightedness, but it didn't, or it doesn't. So it's working fine. So I'd like to see what we need to do with that. Now, printed silicone is made by putting silicone into the system, and silicone is made by smelting quartz dust. So we probably should get some of this silicone automated. The silicone is used for other things too, so it's not like it's too... And by other things, I mean just storage parts for upgrades. So I guess it's really not that big of a deal. We could have this redstone furnace process both. Or honestly, we could probably switch this over. Instead of doing glass, we could switch it over to doing... We could just put a detector right here, and then it can do both, right? Bah, we're missing the silicone. Okay, so I need at least 1 silicone. Oh, I already have this on craft. I didn't even realize that. I was going to say I should have some just available to me all the time, though. Just have this processed. You need... Oh, actually, you need inscribed in order for you to do the thing. So let's go ahead and get you there. You go in your slot. You go there. You're getting power. Printed silicone. Okay. And go ahead and craft a few more of those. But get me the detector. I mean, at this point, what about a requester? We can just keep things in inventory then. Okay. All right. We're out of silicone. We can't do anything. Okay, well, then let's solve that problem first, I guess. So what we need silicone, printed silicone to come into this, and I'm trying to think of the best way for us to handle that. Do we want it crafted, or do we want some on hand? I think just having some on hand is going to be the best way. That way, well, it's just available to us. So what if I got an importer? I should have, or I'm sorry, let's get an exporter. And if I export silicon, is that going to put it into the right slot, or is this going to be sighted? I don't think do I have silicone? Yes. Okay, so it is going to want me to put it, can insert from the left, right, back, or front. And then the output can extract from the left, right, back, and front. So just not the top. Literally the only thing I can't do from is the top. So I guess if that's the case, I mean, but power's coming in from the bottom. Oh, but this doesn't also say bottom, does it? Left, right, back, or front. Ideally, I'd have like an importer and exporter combo that can just push and pull. I mean, I know a pipe can do that. I could set a barrel up here and then no, I mean like I guess well, we cleaned up one machine and then we end up having to ugify another. What about the advanced inscriber? Like what is that going to require me to do? I need an inscriber. I need an engineering process. How can I just get one of these? Inscriber engineering press. A paper and a diamond. Like, can I just get one of these for now? I know I probably should get more. But I honestly, actually, I don't know. Do I need these for anything else other than literally this one process? I just want to see if it makes things a little better. Yeah, it does not look like everything. It's just only AE stuff that I'm going to need it for. Let's go here and give me this. And we'll just make one of these. Or two of them. One of them? Two of them? Two of them. That's you. So then you are redstone and printed silicon. Except for the fact that I don't have any of the printed silicon. So swap that back. Do you. And you. And that imported. Good. Take those back. And we are currently working on making that. In order to make that, we need diamonds. Whopperoo you. And you. And then with that, we should be able to go ahead and get the thing. An advanced inscriber. And I think advanced inscriber sidedness ain't gonna matter for me. That's what my hope is. I mean, I guess it could have an issue, but I'm pretty sure we'll be okay here with the advanced inscriber. Okay, that's an engineering. And that should be another engineering. Okay. Done. Give me you. And there we go. Okay. Let's see how this guy works. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I can do whatever I want with this one. So we're going to have the silicone press sitting there. And then now if we get an exporter and I say export silicone, now I don't have any. Let's go ahead and just craft 64 of it. It's fine. If I say export silicone, does it do it? Yes. Okay. And it can hold more. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a detector for this one. And we're going to say printed silicone when we have greater than 128. We don't need a whole lot of this stuff. So when above 128, no, when below, and then that way this, oh, yeah. And then this only work with a redstone signal. So it won't craft more than it needs to. Certus dust, and we have 5.2 thousand of that. We have that available to us on demand. And that's getting imported. Bada bing, bada boom, we have printed silicone automated. Advanced inscriber's nice. Cool. And then so now we'll keep 128 in stock, and then anything other than that, we're good. And anytime we use it, we'll keep it. Okay, so that takes care of that. So now I can go back to refined, and we can go to the network thing, and I can get the network card, and I can get the wireless transmitter, because now I have the printed silicone available to me. You can go away. Thank you. You were very useful for the few seconds that I needed you. Wireless transmitter and refined network. Grab the whole suite. We're going to want to sign so we can get this going. And I think that took care of that. That takes care of that. That takes care of that. And I think that's going to be everything. Now, the one thing that we did say, do I have a golden egg? No. Egg. Yeah. I do remember that we were going to have an issue with this because we needed one of these chicken eggs to hopefully get me. Now, is it that creates the golden egg, right? And the golden egg is the one that creates delightful dirt. That's the one that'll spawn mobs. Let's look up mob egg. Yeah, because there's the golden egg, and then there's the rotten egg, and then there's the nutritious chicken feed, but then there's the GM nutritious. Okay, I mean everything's just showing up. Didn't we have? Wasn't that a thing? Yeah, like GM chicken feed. But I guess we don't have any of this. Okay. All right. Are we gonna get lucky? Let's go to the plains biome and do this. That way, just in case I I don't know. And oh, cross our fingers. Oh no. No. Huh, no. Huh, no. No. I am never lucky. That's why I don't play the lottery. Urgh. Eggs. Where do we get eggs? Egg. Eggy. Where are you? Chicken egg. Okay. Get it from nowhere. I completed a quest. Are you going to give me an egg? I picked up some wheat. No, I did that wheat a long while ago, so I don't get no wheat. Where, oh, where do I get eggs from now? That's the question. That's also a bummer. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and set up the network receiver and everything that we have here. We can just plop it here. We're going to go ahead and get the network card, bind it. We'll go ahead and get the wireless transmitter set up on the bottom of this thing. We need cable and then cable. Or no. Really need to get air affinity going. Transmitter, you can't sit on the bottom, can you, transmitter? You cannot sit down. It's going to have to be sideways. Oh, no, it can. Okay, cool. All right, so that takes care of that. Still don't know what I'm going to do about the egg thing to get the delightful dirt going. Maybe if we just set up some grass over there, we can get lucky and then a chicken will spawn. That's, I guess, going to be my hope. Because I don't know how else I'm supposed to get a chicken going on here. We're going to set you up. We're going to go ahead and pop you in there, and then you are going to be mob farms. Okay, so then there's that. So if we go back over there, we should now have refined storage access. Perfect. Throw that away. Glyph of firework. Might as well learn it. So we need to get into Ars Nouveau eventually. That can go there. Don't need that. No soliciting altar. I mean, it's not a big deal. Okay, so chickens. I guess maybe if we set up, like I said, let's get some dirt. Now, I guess I have dirt in my inventory. That's not what I intended. I wanted it to go into the dank. Just put some dirt in the dank. Thank you. Okay, so dirt, farm, mobs. Off to this side can be the passive mob farm for pink slime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to create a 5x5 of dirt. However, do we have like ethereal glass or something like that? Just for... Okay, yeah, we have ethereal glass. So that's great. Okay. All right, so let's set this up 5x5. Let's get my building gadgets. We'll go ahead and do this. And nope, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. We'll do build to me, and I'll just go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Jeez, can't count today. It's because I count all day at work, you know, and it's just it's a lot. Okay, leave me alone. What do we want to put around this? Because we're gonna build a box. I don't want the mobs all over the place. What looks nice? How about cobbled deep slate? Can we get some cobbled? That's polished deep slate. Is there like deep slate bricks or something like that? Yeah, like deep slate bricks. Let's get those going on. Cobbled deep slate. Let's throw all you in there, get some deep slate bricks. Sure. I like the idea of this. Okay, and then we'll surround this here. All our farms can be this deep slate brick, nice black, dark color like my soul. Okay, we'll go ahead and building gadget this guy and bing, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then nice contained area. As we know, as we saw the spawns, when we get the delightful dirt going, it becomes a kind of sort of mess here. So now we've got a 5x5 room for mobs to spawn into. Let's go ahead and get a roof onto this bad boy. I do 5x5. That way, you know, it's nice and tall enough for the mobs and everything. In case we get some, you know, tall boys spawning in. What am I doing? There, that's what I'm doing. And then passive mobs, we're going to need some like lights and stuff. We can put like glowstone or something in the walls, I guess. So that way it's not so depressing looking inside of this thing. Did I set that up right? Because I feel like I don't have a center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. But then where's my ethereal glass going to go? It's going to end up going here, which means I stick out into my thing, which is not what I intended, but I guess it's fine. All right. So we end up like so, like so, and like so. And then we got to have the ethereal glass so we can see through and walk through, but nothing else can. I like that. Okay. So my goal here, my desire here is to just fly over here a little bit, I guess. And hopefully maybe some stuff will spawn in. Should I put some, you know what? Let me put some pasture seeds. And maybe we can get some passive mobs. Okay, so now we got grass. And let's just come over here. That is a plains biome. What do we got to be? It's like 28 blocks away or something like that. Should I actually check that distance? Hello? Passive mobs? Hello? All right. Well, it is, let's see, we got about 3 minutes left. It is wrapping up point. So what I'm going to do is we're going to let this sit. I'm going to sit over here, over yonder for a bit. And I'm going to keep an eye on my map because we should see if mobs do spawn. They should show up on my mini map. So I'll come all the way over here. This should be more than plenty far enough. And we will see if anybody shows up. And hopefully we get a chicken. That's what I need is a chicken. If not, we'll go village hunting, I guess, and see if we can't find more chicken eggs, because that must be where I got the original ones from anyway. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.